Hello, Rose here. So in this video I'm going to show you how I achieve this look. This is just going to be a super simple, super easy goth makeup tutorial, but only if you like and subscribe. But anyway, let's get into it. Okay, so normal human face, complete with red splotches and glitter for some reason. I don't know why there's glitter everywhere. I don't own a single thing with glitter on it, but anyway, this sparkly headband is very important. This look doesn't work at all without a sparkly headband, so that's something to bear in mind. Now, as you can see, I've already got my contacts in because you're going to want your contacts in before you do anything else, because it's just a pain to try and put contacts in once you've already done your face. So before you do anything else, what you want to do first is primer. The primer I'm using, this is it's mattified primer by Revolution. I've got naturally quite oily skin, which firstly, but also I found this is quite good for sort of dulling that a little bit. So you want to get that on first. Okay, so I'm quite red under my eyes today, and just to dull that a little bit before I put any foundation on, I'm just going to use this concealer. This is Mega Conceal by Makeup Obsession. Just going to dab a little bit of that on the red patches first. Okay, so next, foundation. Now, I'm not going to be using pure white foundation because that can be quite tricky to work with. Every blemish shows up through white foundation unless you go for some really heavy stuff, and you don't need that. You know, you can get away with just a pale sort of standard foundation. The one I'm using here is Maybelline Matte and Poreless. I think it's 95, it says there. That'll do the trick. It's pale enough for this, but it's a lot more forgiving than pure white. So obviously, using your beauty blender, you want to just dab it all over your face, and your beauty blender's got to be damp before you use it, so you've just got to wet it with a bit of water under the tap. And to get into the cracks around the nose and around the eyes, you want to use the pointed nipple end of it. Okay, so once that's done, you want to get some setting powder and get that on there to set that foundation. I'm using NYX HD finishing powder. And the palette I'm using, this is it's Take Me Back to Brazil. I can't remember where I got this from, but if I find it, I'll put links to all the stuff I'm using down in the comments if I can find this stuff. So you want to start by brushing it onto the eyelid. You haven't got to be too neat at this stage. This isn't going to be a particularly neat look anyway. This is going to be a really simple look, but you want to brush it onto the eyelid first, getting a bit more pigment on near the bottom and moving up in towards the crease. You don't want to be putting too much as you go up, especially with black. It becomes a lot harder to blend out. And then again, we're going to take the brush and go underneath the eye as well, just to get a bit of black down there underneath. If you were going to go for a more precise or neat look, I'd use a smaller brush, like a smaller angled brush, or a specific under eye brush. But with this look, I haven't got to be too neat. This is just going to be, again, a really simple idea, a really simple look. And then we just do the same for the other side. Okay, so now that's that done, what you're going to want to take next is you're going to want your eyeliner pencil. This is just a cheap plain black eyeliner pencil. If I can find it, I'll put it down in the description below. But all I'm going to do with this is I'm just going to close up the waterline on my bottom eyelid. You can get, you know, a liquid eyeliner or a gel eyeliner and sort of go across the top of your eyelid to sort of darken and make that top line stand out. But for the sake of simplicity and just the ease of the look, I'm not going to bother with this one. Same as with mascara, you can put mascara on again to really make that, especially if you haven't got very dark eyelashes, but you can really make that dark and sort of really accentuate the black. But again, just for simplicity, I'm just going to go for the bottom waterline, and we'll see how that looks. So you can see already how that just closes up that that sort of eye there and brings a bit of a darker look just to the bottom of it, as opposed to this one here where I've left it. You can see that it's fairly obvious that there's still the white skin there. Okay, so that's that side done, and you can see it's just closed up that sort of white line there across the eye. It just makes it look a little bit darker, a little bit less detached from the eye. So next we're going to move on to the lips. Now this is just a sort of a plain black nondescript black lipstick, one of the old solid types from Amazon. I'll link it down below. And in some looks you can use sort of, you know, liquid lipsticks or lip stains and things like that, but those can be quite sort of challenging and difficult to use, especially if you know, you could take an eyeliner, not the pencil so much, but you could take a liquid eyeliner and line your lips just to make it a little bit easier. But for this look, we're just going to use the simple black plain lipstick, because I'm going to smudge this out anyway to make it look messy and dirty. So there's no need to be, again, no need to be sort of delicate and precise at this stage. Okay, so again at this stage, because I'm going to smudge this out, you can see there's no need to be precise with it. You haven't got to be precious with this, because I'm going to smudge it out, and you'll want to load it on quite heavily to begin with anyway. So you're going to want to take, I mean, you can do it with your fingers, but I like to do it with a sort of a stiff, flatter brush. But we can also get, if it's not looking that great, we can get a bit of black eyeshadow on there and just sort of build those edges up. Okay, and so from there, you're going to want to take your contour brush, and then you're going to want to go back to your black eyeshadow, and you just want to dab lightly in there, and we're going to go across those cheekbones. I like to go for the temples because it gives you a sort of disheveled, skull-esque, sort of almost a dead and dying look. And down the sides of the nose, and then you can give a sort of a dent or an impression just into the forehead there. You don't need to be too bothered about making sure that it's light, because you can go over it again with a powder, and that just sort of dampens it all down a little bit and makes it seem a little less harsh. Okay, so from there you could be done, or you could have gone further down with your foundation and blended that in down your neck. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to black my neck out. I'm going to use this Snazaroo, and that's just a simple face paint, but it's water activated. So you want to take an oval brush, so something similar to this, get some water on the brush, and then literally just paint it down onto your neck. And a plus point with this is if I follow my jawline down and under the chin, then it makes this sort of extra chin I've got going on here after Christmas, it makes it a lot less pronounced. Okay, and that's it. It's as simple as that. Look, if you enjoyed this video, hit the like button. If you've got anything to add, or you've got any questions, or if there's anything you'd like to see me do, put it down in the comments. I do read them. Thank you for watching.